This is IAVE, the International Association of Volunteer Effort, head office in Liberia. We are preparing for our formal launching program tomorrow, November 24th, at the University of Liberia Auditorium. And we are getting up now for a cleanup campaign geared towards creating awareness of volunteerism in Liberia. And we also want to use the occasion to dedicate our newly renovated office downtown Monrovia. Following this presentation, we will go in and take a view of our office. I'm entering now to show you some of the facilities that we have. We brought in the country to assist with voluntary work in Liberia. We have some PCs here, and these computers will be used to teach our people some basic computer skills that will be used for the development of Liberia. And also, we also have a telephone here. As you know, telecommunications is a major problem in this country, and the telephone will be used to bridge a gap between Liberia and the outside world, especially to assist the volunteers communicate with their family and loved ones outside Liberia. We also intend to have this phone hooked up to the internet so that we can be able to, so that the volunteers can be able to browse and network with other volunteers across the globe.
I mean, who are some of those volunteers you are talking about now?
Oh, I'm talking about handicapped, the disadvantaged citizens, other voluntary organizations that form part of IAVE here in Liberia.
And what's the aim and objective of IAVE?
The paramount aim and objective of IAVE is to promote the concept and practice of volunteering.
And when did you establish this organization?
Well, IAVE came about through the effort of a small group of volunteers who share a deep belief in volunteering and international exchange as a way of building bridges amongst people. And the chapter here in Liberia was established about a month ago following the regional conference in Abuja, Nigeria.
So if you were to give the number of volunteers you have starting with, what would you say? Our membership has increased over the month, and we have about 200 members now in Liberia. Despite of the 200 members, we also have about 8 local voluntary organizations that form part of IAVE membership here in Liberia. And where do we go from here?
From here, we go on to the group of 72nd, down Newport Street to carry on some voluntary activities there. Those people, they are vulnerable people, handicaps. We want to go share with them today, share them up by cleaning their environment and showing them love through voluntary effort.
And of course, there we go.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay.
Yeah, just talk to me. It's okay.
Yeah.
Why should we open the door? Huh? I mean.
Oh.
Oh, okay. Wow.
From the compounds of the Group of 77, we bring you the pre-launching exercise of a new group that is expected to make headways in Liberia and, of course, also to the international community. It is no one special group than the International Association for Volunteers' Efforts to Liberia. This group is paying a courtesy call to our disabled brothers and sisters to begin their launching program. As a prelude, we will be having a chit-chat conversation with the officials and members of the organization in the Group of 77.
Yes, we are glad to be here today. We have come here as part of our pre-launching program to identify with the Group of 77. 77, as you know, the Group of 77 is the place where the disabled people of this country they are hosted, and we have come to identify with them to show to them that despite they are down, but they are not out, they are part of the society, and they need to be loved also. So as part of our voluntary work that we intend to do in Liberia, we have come here to kick off our voluntary activities with a cleaning up campaign at the premises of the Group of 72nd, and also to sell IAVE membership to the members of the Group of 77.
When I have a remark from one of the officials here from the Group of 77, so welcome and tell us your name.
Thank you very much. Emmanuel Bottendijk. It's a pleasure having the International Association of Volunteer Efforts visiting us today. We are happy indeed. This is one of the Liberian volunteer institutions involved in social services that have thought of the disabled people to come this far. It is indeed a pleasure to have you. Most unfortunately, most Liberians do not think about such an initiative. The least we can offer means a whole lot to the disabled community of this country. So we are very happy. We welcome you here. We appreciate your work. We appreciate your goal. We appreciate your objective. We love you, and as much as you have also thought of extending the love to us. And we love to have some of our members being a part of the International Volunteer Association. And we also would like to extend to you some of our staff members who are on the ground. This is Mr. Wope Mo, the resident manager, Mr. James Sumo, the principal of the school, Mr. Emmanuel Harris. This is Mr. Emmanuel Harris. He's the secretary of the institution. Mr. Tiago Jacquazuo. He is the one who repairs the 3 chairs around here. Like you see the one he's in. Whenever they fall, he repairs them. This is Mr. Sancox. He is our coordinator from Kakata. He controls the Kakata Center. So it's indeed an interesting thing having you here today to meet most of our friends who are around and our officers. So we want to thank you on behalf of the staff and member of the Group of 77. So thank you very much for coming this way. God bless you.
On behalf of IAVE, I'm pleased to present a new podcasting show that we will wear them tomorrow, where we'll be having our meeting with the executive and the president. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You sweeping today? How you feel on this day?
Oh, I feel so happy. I'm going to take this message to Nigeria, you know. I am so happy to be a part of it in Liberia. I am so happy.
Remember, New York technical support is where your things are.
That's very awesome. The International Association for Volunteer Efforts in Liberia is a new organization. And of course, as part of its pre-launching program, they are carrying a cleaner campaign here at the compound of the Group of 77. We have officials and members of this organization who are part of this campaign exercise. Mr. Jacob Massaquoi is the country representative, and of course, Madam Adisi Ozawi is the national secretary. Mrs. Lao Mama is the national president and Mrs. Agnes Fatima is the national coordinator for the Women's Affairs, and also Mrs. Cecilia Dawolo, as well as Kale V. Zambo. We'll be in a chit-chat conversation with them as this process will continue. Okay, we have the National Secretary of the International Association of Volunteers Efforts to Liberia. Madam Massaquoi, you are part of this cleanup campaign, and this serves as a prelude to your launching exercise tomorrow. How do you feel being part of this exercise?
Oh, I am overwhelmed. I'm speechless. I mean, this is a dream come true. We are so happy. I am so happy, especially coming from another country, and I'm welcomed here. So happy to be a part of it. I'm overwhelmed. Yeah.
I have another official of this organization. We say, I see, she's very busy. Yeah. Welcome and tell us your name, please.
I'm Carey
I see you sweeping and making sure that the compound of Group of 77 is clean. How do you feel being part of this exercise?
I feel so happy to have come here today to help my brother and sister to clean up because I know they're not able and as a volunteer, I must live for them. Thank you.
All right. So welcome. Tell us the name.
I'm Cecilia Dawolo, members of the IAVE. I'm very happy to be here on this exercise.
You say women cannot do things by themselves without the men's involvement. Now you are carrying the exercise. What can you tell your fellow ladies out there who are not involved in this process and maybe would like to become part of this organization? What sort of message do you have for them?
Well, my message for them that the man is not the only one that can carry on such an exercise. And these days, we should get up and be able to do such a volunteer work, especially for our brothers and sisters that is unable.
Okay. We have also the national coordinator for the Women Affairs for this organization. She happens to be Mistress Agnes Fatima. We say welcome and tell us briefly, what is your impression today?
Well, I want to praise God for this day. I want to give thanks to the Almighty God. We came here to associate ourselves with our friends, our disabled brothers and sisters. I'm very much happy that we are here. Matter of fact, some of us joined IAVE because we know we've been working towards that. For me, I've been heading the Zosa District Women Care, where we take care of women. I'm talking about all of the rural women. We take care of them, we make sure we make farm, we do other things. So I know very much about the voluntary job. And IAVE choosing me to be the national coordinator, they never made mistake.
So sure indeed you're gonna set records straight. Yes,
we'll make sure that IAVE-Liberia be one of them on the map of Africa.
Okay, we have one of the members of the Group of 77, and of course, I know time to come she's going to be part of the RA, that is the International Association for Volunteer Efforts to Liberia. We say welcome. You see women on your campus today, and they are carrying a cleaner exercise. There's a new group that is known internationally, but they are going to be opening and launching an official office in Liberia tomorrow. And they are carrying the pre-launching exercise on your compound here today. How do you feel that women are involved with this kind of work?
I feel happy.
What is your name? You hope to join them one day and become part of this organization so that at least other people outside Liberia will know about your plight. You have a message for other disabled and also the new organization? Okay, you see new people on your campus here at the International Association for Volunteer Efforts to Liberia. How you feel people coming to your compound, women, men, who are part of this organization and will be helping you in the near future clean up the area that's clean up campaign?
Yeah, I think it very much. I must say I'm very happy for you both to come in the campaign like that. I'll be happy very much, so much. I think
you want to become part of this organization?
Oh, yes. Yeah. I work with it here for a long time, not this year alone. I can say this is 10 years now. I threw that garbage away. That's exciting for them.
So you would like to be a volunteer also as well?
I welcome.
What's the message you have for your friends out there? You got a special message or special thing to tell them?
You mean the youth?
Yeah. Who want to become part of the volunteer?
Well, I know
there's a common saying that you got to help yourself before somebody help you.
Yes.
So in so doing, what can you tell them so that they can start doing something for themselves before the international community or whosoever can help them or the government?
I'm not thinking about it yet.
But you will be part of the international volunteers?
Yes.
Thank you. Okay, Miss, we have another official. She is the national president, Miss Lawo Lama, who said, welcome to this special pre-launching program. How do you feel being part of this organization?
I feel very good because to serve humanity is a cause. God in heaven says we should help to love our neighbors. And in identifying with the disabled Nigerians, I feel very much delighted.
Women out there may be very concerned about
invited, and I want the Nigerians to encourage IAVE in Liberia, most especially women. Because as you know, this is an event of women on the global world. We have to empower our women.
Good.
we have the country representative here for the Association of International Association for Volunteer Efforts to Liberia, Mr. James D. Massaquoi. Jacob D. Massaquoi. Now we have carried on the cleanup exercise, although there's the prelude to the launching. Now we have a stockpile of diet. How do you think we're going to remove this diet from here?
Yeah.
What sort of appeal do we have for the NGOs and other civil groups and even the government to assist in this endeavor?
This is the day that we have parted yet from the group of 77, and we want to use this medium to appeal to the international community to assist us with logistics so as to enhance our sanitation work here in Liberia. As you know, since the war, the country has been affected with a lot of problems, problem of logistics, problem of disease, sanitation. So we want to use this medium to appeal out there for logistics to help us carry on our sanitation work in Liberia. All fill up now, we're trying to look for logistics to clean the drainages. The sanitation condition in Monrovia is so bad that they so feel people are infected with diseases as a result of the poor sanitation situation is sitting.
So the cleanup your organization is carrying out is intended to give a better, healthy environment for the group of 77.
Yes, healthy environment for the group of 77 because they are most vulnerable. They need assistance. We want to use this measure to attract international community to the plight of the group of 77.
As part of the pre-launching exercise of this organization, we decided to come and launch a pre-campaign, cleanup campaign at the group of 77 compound. And we have just about to wrap up activities here, so we'd like to get some few remarks from the office staff here, that is the director of office staff, who will be telling us what is his own impression about this group efforts to his organization.
Well, thank you very much. It is indeed beautiful. Your work is highly commendable. I saw that within about a space of 30 minutes, you were able to do a lot of job here. I hope you could get a lot of tools and keep coming in always, because you know, it will be a good help to us, really disabled people especially. There are so many things we cannot do for ourselves. We need the help of other people, like your institutions. So we thank you very much for coming. Thank you for what you have done. I pray that God will the works of your hands mightily upon the children of his earth. We would also like to make some appeal to the international volunteer efforts. This institution is where we house the disabled people. And as you see for yourself, there are a lot of work going on. We are looking here, there, yonder for other things. We need some assistance in terms of finding beddings, mattresses. We need some assistance in terms of getting some wheelchairs, some crutches, some walking canes, and walking aids. Maybe for our blind friends too, we need some braille machines. We need some stylus. We need some braille frames, you know, writing frames for the blind. We need some stylus, that's the kind of pen they use to write, so that we can have a comprehensive training class for them, where we can provide them some education. So we'd like to have you always with us. We wish that your friends abroad will be able to give you some assistance too, so that you can extend your hands to us in Liberia. Well, thank you very much.
That was the voice of Mr. Emmanuel Rutini. He's the director of the staff of the group of 77. We now have the country rep of the International Association for Volunteer Efforts to Liberia, who will become
Yeah, before making a brief remark, I would like to recognize the treasurer of the board of directors of IAVE, Ms. Dieta Molba. Probably should have something to share with them.
Yeah, all I have to say to my Liberian colleagues, our friends out there in the international community, volunteerism is a very good thing. And there are a lot of people out there who are not able to do anything. They want to do something, but they don't have the hand. You see, and if we try to help in our little way possible, definitely things will be okay in Liberia. Like for instance, there are a lot of places that we really need taken care of. And if we really try to put our hands together, put one another's hands together, we'll be able to do very better work. Thank you.
So in conclusion, we have heard the appeal from the head of the group of 77, and we don't want to make a big promises here. And with God being on our side, we can see what we can do from our end. And this is just a kick-off kick off of what we intend to do here in Liberia as part of the program marking the International Year of Volunteer. So we want to thank you very much for the courtesy, extended ourselves who came here, and for the kind hospitality. Thank you.
And of course, this is how I would like to conclude this pre-launching exercise from the compounds of the group of 77 on Newport Street, Liberia. For KISS Radio and also the Makeat, I'm Isaac Bidel. Team of me is James. Listen the cameraman. Council Sumana.
Okay.
Okay. Today is the formal launching of IAVE-Liberia, November 24. We are expecting Her Excellency, the wife of the President of Liberia. We are at the University of Liberia Auditorium, where we will have the formal launching of IAVE-Liberia. You are all welcome to join us.
We are here on the University of Liberia campus for the final launching of IAVE.
The launching exercise today, this 24th day of November 2000, we're here at the campus of the University of Liberia. And of course, we have the national president of this organization, that's the International Association for Volunteers Effort to Liberia, Madam Lau Kama. You say, Madam Kama, welcome, and tell us, today is the day. What sort of message do you have for the Liberian people?
It is a pleasure being here today to launch this all-important program, the official launching of IAVE, the International Association of Volunteer Efforts in Liberia. And I would like to just tell you a brief history about the association. This organization was established in 1970 by a group of women. And its aim and objectives are to recognize volunteering worldwide, nationwide, community-wide, loving our neighbors. It encourages the effort of international exchange of volunteering. So today I'm very much happy that we are going to officially launch this institution in Liberia. Thank you.
After the launching, what